he was unique. He was absolutely unique. You know, you'd never meet another person like him. Never. He was mad. He was actually mad. I think he was, you know, I do think he had a screw loose somewhere. But that was what made him so absolutely adorable. You know, crazy, crazy.
You see, I thought it was forever. I thought it was for real. My head was sore and fuzzy as I sat behind the wheel of the car we bought together back in 1993. To think that 10 years later I'd be searching for a tree to take away the heartache, nullify the pain of life without you, baby. Now there's nothing to sustain the will to go on living, the urge to stay alive. You always sat beside me because you were too afraid to drive. I love you, baby. I'll miss you, honey child. I hate myself for what I did to you. I love you, baby. I'll miss you, honey child. I hate myself for what I did to you. You see, I thought it was forever. You see, I thought it was for real. My head was sore and fuzzy as I sat behind the wheel. This night is nearly over. The car is in the sea. The one we bought together back in 1993. I love you, baby. I miss you, honey child. I hate myself for what I did to you. I love you, baby. I miss you, honey child. I fucking hate myself for what I did to you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I thought it was forever. I thought it was for real. My head was sore and fuzzy.
Trees, trees, everywhere trees. Be a good boy and get on your knees. I don't need to say please. Don't be a tease. Amongst these trees, get on your knees. I'm the boss of you.
He really needed a lot of love but didn't know how to give it back. Appreciated by his contemporaries. I think in the world of poetry, no one really gives a shit what the other people are doing. They're too wrapped up in their own poetry. So no, probably not. No. But whether he cared or not, I don't think he gave it a second thought.
His inner agony, maybe, was that he wasn't appreciated. Yeah, he was published. Yeah, he was known. People were aware of him, but I don't think he never got the stature in Westminster Abbey. Telegram from the Queen saying that she really appreciated him. It's there to be a news item on ITN at 10 o'clock, saying, new poem by Evelyn Darcy. Wow, that's great. Not just, the big back of
No, it's one of them. It's one of those artists. It's just, does his own things. Doesn't really look for anything. Just gets on with it. And yeah, like I said, if he cared too much, I think he'd try to stay alive a bit longer.
He was too busy between some of these legs to be given a fuck about whether he's been appreciated.
Do you know what? I think coming in here was like a little escape for him. We didn't really talk about that stuff. He felt good coming in here. He had his little moments of just, of having attention and not having to think about his work or whether that was appreciated. We never discussed his work. We talked like, as I would to girlfriends of mine or good customers in here. We talked about fashion and frivolous things. Sometimes he'd ask me about my marriage and stuff like that. We didn't talk about his work. Maybe it was just like it's a switching off thing, I think, maybe coming and doing what he did. Obviously, I'm sure that when he got home, he would sexually think back to what he'd done in here and enjoy it on that level, but certainly when he was in here, I never got the sense that he was going to be doing anything that would make me feel uncomfortable whilst he was here, that he was just enjoying it for what it was while he was here and the time he spent in the shop with me.
I think that the episode with Michael Burke was quite an eye-opener for him. I think that, he probably knew that people were fascinated by him, and people were drawn into his life, and people wanted to be part of his life. But I don't think he wanted to know that. I think he chose to hide that because I think he felt that he was rubbish.
He made out like he wasn't, but everyone around him pretty much loved him really for what he did. And he kind of knew that, but he'd never admit to it. He'd never admit to it. I think he was, in a way, a bit too modest to really say it out loud, but he kind of knew that he was, but he made it like he wasn't.
I think he took a lot of anger from his contemporaries out on me. I think I was, in a way, I was his stress relief after a long day's poetry writing. When he had a lot of stress to take out, I was that stress. I was like a stress ball that he would just play with. Stress balls, you just play with them in your hand. He would play with me like a stress ball.